$1,000 Tumi and the $200 American Tourister sit on the same shelf under the same parent. Samsonite, one company, many labels, very different prices. And the lifetime warranty Tumi was built on? Gone since 2004, killed by private equity. 6 brands paying you for the label, 3 worth it. Rule 1, the label is never the bag. I've watched the luggage aisle turn into a magic trick over the last decade. Same shelf, same parent company on half the tags, wildly different prices. Nobody tells you that the badge you trust and the badge you'd never buy answer to the same boardroom. So let me show you the shelf the way I read it. First thing I check on any bag, the warranty card, then the wheels, then the bottom of the handle. Everything else is a photo shoot. Marketing sells you a feeling. I'm going to sell you the spec. Number 1, Tumi. Here is the marker that matters. Tumi built its name on durability, an unconditional lifetime warranty. The bag you buy once and never replace. Then the money came for it. In 2004, a London private equity firm, Doughty Hanson, bought Tumi for $276 million, and the lifetime warranty died right there, cut to 5 years. Then Samsonite bought the whole company in 2016 for $1.8 billion. The price kept climbing. The promise never came back. Today, it's 5 years on the bags, 2 on wallets and accessories. Airline damage covered the first 12 months only. The durability brand walked back durability. Sit with that. The one thing Tumi sold harder than anyone was permanence. And permanence was the first thing the financiers cut. Now, I'll give Tumi its due, and I mean this, they earned the name. Ballistic nylon, the proprietary FXT weave woven from high denier yarn that shrugs off abrasion. They more or less invented the rolling business case. That part is real. The problem is the math in 2026. The Alpha International carry-on runs around $900 to $1,000. For that money, you used to get a promise no one else made. Now you get a smaller warranty than the one your father had on his. The bag is still good. You're just paying $1,000 for what a good $300 bag now does. The gap closed, the price didn't. So the question gets simple. What exactly is the extra $700 buying? Not better wheels. Good $300 bags now use the same sealed Japanese Hinomoto units. Not a better warranty. You just saw that go the wrong way. What you're buying is the monogram and the airport status. That's a fine thing to want. Just call it what it is. Hold that thought, because the next one charged you for an Instagram feed. Number 2, Away. The cabin crews figured this one out years ago. Away launched in 2015 as a direct-to-consumer brand built on viral marketing, Instagram, podcast ads, that millennial pastel shell everywhere in the terminal, polycarbonate case made in China. The carry-on sits around $275 to $325. Here's where Away splits from the pure markup crowd. There are 2 problems, not one. The first is the markup. You're paying a brand premium for a Chinese-made polycarbonate case that costs less under a quieter name. The polycarbonate itself is fine. The price on top of it is the marketing. The second problem is the field record. Documented owner complaints on wheel failures and telescoping handle wobble. The handle is where these bags tend to go first. Real reports, not rumors. And in 2019, The Verge published an expose on the toxic internal culture under CEO Steph Corey. She stepped down briefly. The shine never fully came back. Now, credit where it's due. Away overhauled its warranty in 2026, and it now covers transit damage. Good, but the warranty was never the main problem. You're paying a premium for the name on a bag with a field record that doesn't justify it. I'll be blunt, you can buy the same polycarbonate, built better, for less, and resale tells the story. A used Away sheds half its value the moment the box opens, because the value was the marketing, and the marketing doesn't transfer. The next brand at least makes a beautiful object. It just charges you a luxury house's rent for it. Number 3, Rimowa. Put 2 facts side by side. A Rimowa aluminum original case runs roughly $1,400 to $1,900 and up. A perfectly good riveted aluminum case from a lesser-known maker runs a fraction of that. Same material category. The grooved shell is an aluminum magnesium alloy, genuinely well made, riveted, substantial, iconic, going back generations. I won't pretend otherwise. But aluminum has a trade-off nobody at the boutique mentions. It dents where polycarbonate flexes and recovers. You pay the most and you baby it the most. And a dented aluminum panel isn't a quick fix. It's a specialist repair or a replacement shell, often at a price that makes you wince twice. Then there's the ownership. LVMH acquired about 80% of Rimowa in 2016, and the bag became a luxury house product. And here's the part that should bother you. After the sale, Rimowa walked its lifetime warranty back. It has since brought a lifetime guarantee back, which sounds good. But read the exclusion. It does not cover transport damage. It does not cover the airline. Think about that. The single most common way a suitcase gets destroyed is a baggage handler, and that is the one thing the lifetime warranty leaves out. So put the two grails together. Tumi capped its promise at 5 years. Rimowa's lifetime quietly excludes the airline, 2 luxury houses, 2 ways of handing you less. The aluminum is real, the multiplier on top is the name, which raises a bigger question: who actually owns the rest of this shelf? Number 4, Samsonite. Now we get to the spine of the whole thing. Samsonite isn't just a brand, it's the conglomerate, publicly traded, and it owns the aisle. Walk it with me. Tumi sits at the luxury end. American Tourister anchors the budget bin. Hartmann carries the old money leather heritage from 1877. Lipault is the light, colorful French line. High Sierra does the outdoor and backpack tier. Gregory handles the technical packs. 6 labels, 1 roof, 1 price ladder, set quietly from the bottom shelf to the $1,000 grail. This is the Luxottica of luggage. One company that bought its way across the entire price ladder, then quietly aligned the parts that cost it money. Shared sourcing, shared wheel and zipper suppliers, a common design language drifting between the labels. And here I'll be fair, because fair is what makes the rest land. Samsonite's own mid-range bags are decent. The Winfield and the Omni PC lines are polycarbonate, not cheap plastic. They flex and recover. Honest value, around $100 to $200. The brittle ABS, the stuff that cracks in the cold, lives further down. On the bargain bin and on the budget brand we'll get to next. So why is Samsonite on this list? 2 reasons: the warranty and the game. The warranty runs 10 years and it excludes the airline, the one force that actually breaks a bag. And the game is the shelf itself. One parent quietly pricing the same engineering from $100 to $1,000. Same corporate parent, same shelf. Very different prices. Read the back of the handle next time. The next brand makes the point louder than I can. Number 5, American Tourister. How does a $60 bag share a parent with a $1,000 one? This is how. American Tourister was founded in 1933 in Providence, Rhode Island. Samsonite has owned it since 1993. It sits at the very bottom of the ladder. Béis shells, lighter gauge zippers that strain at the seam, lower grade wheels on fixed housings you can't replace. Priced around $60 to $150. And look, at $60, I'm not going to pretend it's a scandal that it's basic. It's an honest budget bag for what it is. Buy it knowing what it is, and you won't be lied to. The scandal isn't the bag, it's the shelf. A $60 American Tourister and a $1,000 Tumi answer to the same boardroom, the same designers, the same supplier relationships. And the warranty tells you where each one really sits. The American Tourister carries a limited warranty measured in a few years. The Tumi above it on the same shelf, a few years more. Neither one is the lifetime promise the independents still make. The premium between them isn't 17 times the bag, it's 17 times the label. That's the whole trick in one fixture. Once you see the parent company on both tags, you cannot unsee it. The last villain skipped the corporate parent entirely and just sold you a celebrity. Number 6. Béis, founded in 2018 by the actress Shay Mitchell, built the way every modern brand is built now. Instagram first, influencer seated, beautifully shot, made in China, polycarbonate shells. The carry-on runs around $98 to $148. And here, the robbing is pure markup, plain and simple. Mid-range price, very high margin. The budget poured into the aesthetic and the feed, rather than the build. Look at what you don't see in the photos. The wheels are standard dual spinners, not sealed premium units. The zippers are unbranded. The empty weight runs heavier than the spec-focused bags in its price range. The bags photograph wonderfully. The hardware underneath doesn't match the story on top. Now, I want to be fair, this is not a quality collapse. It's a fashion object priced like a travel tool. And here's the tell. Other direct-to-consumer brands at the same price, like July or Monos, put the money into sealed wheels and aluminum frames instead of the feed. Same channel, same price, more bag. If you love the Béis look, fine. Go in clear-eyed. Just know you're buying the campaign, not the carry-on. Which brings me to the turn, because there are still people who build the bag and back it. 3 brands still back the bag for life. They don't have a celebrity, they don't have a luxury house. They have one thing the 6 just lost: an unconditional promise. First, Briggs and Riley. The warranty no luxury house will match anymore. They call it simple as that. It is an unconditional lifetime guarantee. They repair any functional defect for the life of the bag, regardless of cause. Wheels, handles, zippers, sliders, including airline damage. Even if the fault is yours, they fix it. No receipt needed, no questions asked. Read that again, because Tumi capped it and Rimowa excluded the airline, and this brand just covers it. Briggs & Riley, founded 1993, is independent and family-owned. No conglomerate above it pressuring the warranty downward. That independence is exactly why the promise survives. Condé Nast Traveler readers named it the #1 luggage brand in their 2025 awards. The baseline carry-on weighs around 10 pounds empty. Overbuilt, heavy by design, because they chose durability over the scale. And the engineering shows it. The telescoping handle sits on the outside of the bag, so the packing space inside stays completely flat. There's a patented compression system that cinches a packed bag down tight, then lets it expand when you need the room. Nothing on the bag is glued where it should be screwed. Every wheel, handle, and zipper pull is a replaceable part, not a sealed unit you throw away. Buy it once, repair it forever. This is the one I'd hand my son. The next one the airline crews chose for themselves. Second, Travelpro. Here's the insider part. Travelpro was founded in 1989 by Bob Plath, a Northwest Airlines pilot who invented the rollaboard. The wheeled carry-on you drag through every terminal on Earth started with him at his workbench, building a better bag for his own crew. The crews who live out of suitcases have flown Travelpro for decades. The Platinum Elite line carries the proprietary marker. Magnetrack self-aligning wheels. Internal magnets pull the wheels straight, so the bag tracks true instead of wandering across the jet bridge. Anyone who's flown enough knows where wheels die first. This is the system built to outlast that. The frame underneath uses a honeycomb structure that holds its shape under a packed load instead of bowing. Decades of crew abuse went into that design because the people testing it were flying 5 days a week. Now here's the part most reviews get wrong. People assume Travelpro stops at manufacturer defects. It doesn't. Not on Platinum Elite. There's a separate clause called the Trusted Companion Promise. It covers airline and transit damage, the baggage handler beatings, the carousel jams. On Platinum Elite, for as long as you own the bag. One condition, register it within 120 days of buying it. Do that, and it's nearly the Briggs & Riley promise for $100 less. The cheaper Travelpro lines carry shorter terms. The Max Light is 1 year. The Crew is 3. So buy the Platinum Elite specifically and register it the day it arrives. The 21-inch spinner runs about 7 3/4 pounds, roughly 2 pounds lighter than the Briggs & Riley baseline, at around $300 to $400. Pilot founded, crew chosen, a wheel system no one else has. The last brand is the one that went the opposite way from Tumi. Third, Eagle Creek. The comeback. Eagle Creek was founded in 1975 in Southern California, an adventure travel pioneer. The bag your father packed for the trip he still talks about. Then in June 2021, VF Corporation, the parent that owned it, announced it was winding Eagle Creek down. The pandemic had gutted travel. VF said the brand no longer made strategic or financial sense. It was weeks from the gilded halls of eBay. And then something rare happened. That September, Travis Campbell, VF's own former president of emerging brands, stepped in and bought it, saved it before the doors closed, revived it as independent. He calls it Eagle Creek 3.0, the third owner in the company's history. Let me be precise, because the revival is the whole strength here. This is not unbroken heritage. It died, and it came back under someone who meant it. This is the brand that popularized the packing cube, the organization system every traveler copies now. And the no matter what warranty came back with it. Unconditional lifetime, back in force. Under independent ownership, they'll repair a functional failure regardless of cause, the same promise that died everywhere else. Now think about the direction of travel. Tumi and Rimowa got bought by luxury houses and walked their warranties back. Eagle Creek got shut down, went independent, and walked its warranty forward. One of those directions tells you the company is facing the customer. The other tells you it's facing the shareholder. When a warranty grows, someone upstairs still believes in the product. When it shrinks, someone upstairs is running the numbers. The bag your father packed in 1985 is back, under owners who still mean the promise. So here's the shelf. Read honestly. Shell, polycarbonate flexes and recovers. A BS cracks and scuffs. Riveted aluminum is real, but it dents and it's priced like a watch. Wheels, sealed and replaceable beats, glued and fixed. And on Travelpro, magnetically aligned. Zippers, YKK or no name, and the no name is where the bag dies. Handle, multi-stop and locking, no wobble at the bottom, and the warranty. Unconditional, limited, or quietly walked back. That last word is the whole video. A warranty is a company telling you, in writing, how long it expects its own bag to survive. Read it before you read the price. You aren't paying for the bag. You're paying for the name on the bag, the one your father didn't have to pay for. I'm Bill. I read the spec, not the label. If you missed our breakdown on the shoe brands you must stop buying, it's linked below at 232,000 views. And our video on the clothing brands built to last a lifetime covers the same pattern at 199,000. Subscribe. This channel reads the spec, not the label.